We have a man who became a billionaire from salt.
Yes.
From salt. You can all put salt on. He did it the best. Bam.
Bro, I know Salt Bae. Not many people know that me and Salt Bae are tight like that.
Congratulations to my brother Salt Bae. He's opening up his second restaurant in the meat.
Salt Bae, the internet celebrity chef, is in a worse situation day by day. This time, Salt Bae is even more desperate than before. He's now trying to find a way back and figure out his comeback plan. But everyone has rejected him everywhere. As you already know, Salt Bae's restaurants are shutting down all over the world. As I said in my earlier video, right now, Salt Bae is trying to open a new venue with a new restaurant. But it's not that easy for him anymore. As you already know, Salt Bae's Riyadh outlet shut down, and now he's trying to open a new steakhouse somewhere in the Middle East. But not just there. His Las Vegas restaurant also shut down. That's why he's now saying that he'll move to Italy. He also wants to make sure he opens 3 new restaurants. He's trying to move on and make a comeback. But with all the controversies eating him up, is a comeback even possible for Salt Bae? It's very critical right now. So in today's video, I'll talk about how Salt Bae is getting destroyed more and more every day, and how his comeback is blocked by so many barriers. It won't be easy. As you already know, Salt Bae was influenced by the so-called alpha male Andrew Tate and the most controversial celebrity who's in prison right now, Sean Diddy Combs. These people praised Salt Bae and made him look like one of them. As you can see in this video, Andrew Tate praises Salt Bae, talks about his rise, and calls him successful in his eyes.
We have a man who became a billionaire from salt.
Yes.
From salt. You can all put salt on. He did it the best. Bam.
Bro, I know Salt Bae. Not many people know that me and Salt Bae are tight like that. He's my boy. You know who Salt Bae is?
The salt sprinkler man?
Yes. My guy. Me and him met in Dubai. He's my friend. We're going there. We're going to go there, and I'm going to spend a bunch of money, because if I spend enough money, it pleases the gods of fun.
When these so-called alpha males say Salt Bae is great, just imagine how many people fell for that illusion. But it wasn't just Andrew Tate. If you look at another controversial figure, Conor McGregor, he also promoted Salt Bae by visiting his restaurant and influencing others to do the same. People like this should be held accountable because these big celebrities and big names helped Salt Bae reach this level. But that's not all. There's more. If you know Sean Diddy Combs, who is now also in prison and facing sentencing, he too appreciated Salt Bae so many times, acting like Salt Bae was his brother from another mother.
Congratulations to my brother Salt Bae. He's opening up his second restaurant in the meatpacking district in New York. You guys have to go. One of the best restaurants in the world. Congratulations to my brother Salt Bae. Yeah.
That's where Salt Bae's rise really came from. These big names and celebrities boosted him with their influence, and that's how Salt Bae got to this position. But his rise wasn't easy. It was full of controversy and a lot of hard work. But in the end, he forgot all that hard work, and that's why he's in such a bad position now. As you already know, when Salt Bae made his first video sprinkling salt on a steak, that video went viral overnight. That was actually the turning point for him. Even he was shocked by how fast it blew up, as he once said.
2016, I make a video. Our waiter, I ask him, can you take a picture and video for me? I make one big tomahawk, and then I cut very nice, and then I put the salt, with the sun, like a rain, like a snow. And I go to sleep around 1 o'clock. I wake up 6 o'clock, and then I open the telephone. My telephone is different. 1 hour, I have 1 million people. We go to Abu Dhabi, 3 million.
Wow.
And then all week, 7 million.
But when a man goes from poor to rich and suddenly sees a lot of money in his hands, sometimes the level of greed crosses the line. And that's exactly what happened with Salt Bae. He started scamming people with a simple tomahawk steak wrapped in gold paper and told them to pay thousands of dollars for it, even though it actually costs 10 times less than what he charged. It became even more controversial when he called the police on customers who couldn't pay him that kind of money. It looked like daylight robbery.
We ordered 2 tomahawk steaks and a rack of lamb for the table. When the bill came, we were shocked by the total. They insisted that we ordered the golden option and charged us $1,000 for each. We absolutely did not order that option. Although we did eat what was brought to the table thinking this was the normal presentation for our order, it was clear that the waiter was trying to take advantage of the situation. After disputing the misunderstanding with management, they decided to involve involve local law enforcement rather than do the right thing.
Police should have asked him whether the price he was charging was even legit. How could they when Salt Bae was bragging about himself and his products? When people said his product quality wasn't good, his response was honestly funny. He said his product had no comparison.
So expensive.
We are not expensive. This is, perception, not the reality. Our product, best of the best.
People thought maybe that was acceptable at first, but it wasn't just the customers turning against him. His own shady secrets were exposed by his employees, who even filed lawsuits against him.
4 employees claimed that Salt Bae was taking 3% from their total tips, which was followed by Salt Bae firing the 4 employees after being confronted about it. As a result, the employees launched a wrongful termination lawsuit, explaining that their former boss had an authoritarian, dictatorial attitude who doesn't care about local laws. They even suggested Salt Bae likened himself to Tony Montana and humiliated them on occasions.
Can you imagine? A millionaire chef pocketing tips like he was poor. Everyone now knows Salt Bae is the man who scammed people and became famous by using big names. Those big names, desperate to stay relevant on the internet, chose Salt Bae, and Salt Bae used them back to scam people. He didn't care about his customers or anyone else. All he cared about was making money and grabbing attention, and that was exposed when an incident happened at one of his restaurants where a model got injured, and Salt Bae gave no response at all. He just tried to wipe that news away and hide it from people. This kind of behavior from Salt Bae is just unacceptable to people, and that's why Salt Bae is going down day by day. On one side, he's robbing customers with overpriced food, and on the other side, he's behaving shady and careless. Even food bloggers and food critics who went to his restaurant later slammed him, saying the prices he charged were ridiculous and the quality didn't match at all.
I actually tried that burger, everybody, when I was there. It is ridiculously expensive. The goat does absolutely nothing. It just costs a lot of money. Save your money. If you really want goat leaves, just go to Amazon and buy them for as little as under 10 bucks, everybody. But you're gonna pay way over $100 in his restaurant.
That's how his controversies keep burning hotter, and people are now avoiding him. His restaurants keep shutting down everywhere. They can't stand the criticism anymore, and the name of his restaurant is disappearing.
Do you guys remember Salt Bae's restaurant? And this guy had videos of him cutting up steak and drizzling salt all over the steak. And where is it now?
Salt Bae is still trying to stay relevant by showing up at big events like the Champions League final. But what happened? The authorities kicked him out of there too. That alone proves just how low and how dumb Salt Bae's level has dropped. He's not a big celebrity now. He's one of the most hated people. So that's how a once humble beginner chef, a meme of the internet, is just getting worse every day. His restaurants in America and Europe keep shutting down because people reject him everywhere. When people hear the name Salt Bae Restaurant, they just walk away. So this time, his next move isn't looking good either. He's trying to shift to other places, trying to return to his roots, moving to the Middle East, Italy, Mexico, and more places, but it probably won't work for Salt Bae if things keep going like this. That's the main concern right now. Salt Bae's situation is getting worse day by day, and there's no chance he'll make an easy comeback. If anything, new lawsuits might grab him next, and soon the word broken homeless might be added before his name. What do you think about the whole situation? Let me know.